Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to our next episode of the SWE World Cup. We are back here with the beginning of Group D and one of the biggest matches we've had so far, Team Canada versus Team Ireland. This one is huge. You wait to see the matches. And here is our opening match of the evening. Bit of a wildcard one this. Jordan Devlin has managed to make his way onto the Irish team, taking on the experienced Chris Jericho. This could be a very interesting one. Of course, Jericho is the much more experienced. Jordan Devlin still pretty much new in his career in wrestling. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on against someone with the experience of Chris Jericho. And whether it's pretty tricky for Jericho, because he doesn't really know what to plan for. He doesn't really know Jordan Devlin that well to be able to plan for him. So it's a tricky one, isn't it? And of course, one thing with Team Ireland, I know I'm going to get maybe moaning comments and this, that and the other about it in the comment section. We are using Ireland as one country. We're not splitting it down the middle. We're not being political about things. It's Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland working together to get the job done. A bit of Bob the Builder turned up there. So essentially that's what it is really. That's what we're doing. We're not splitting things up. We want to bring the two nations together. No more arguing. Yeah, this should be a good one. The other two matches in this one are really good as well. We've got Kevin Owens versus Sheamus, followed up by a dream match really in this World Cup. Kenny Omega versus Finn Balor as well. That's going to be an insane one, that one. And here he is then, Jordan Devlin, making his first appearance in SWE, and what an appearance it is as part of this World Cup. And what an appearance it could be if he pulls off a victory here. That'd be a massive one for him, wouldn't it? A massive, massive bonus. I'm sure Chris Jericho must be thinking to himself, he's got himself a little bit of gimme here with the first point of this episode, but you can't write this young lad off. He's trained by Finn Balor. You can't write him off. He's a talent. He is part of the British tournament again this year, isn't he? Was part of it last year, part of it again. He wasn't too bad in the ring, to be honest with you. Still has a bit to learn. Don't get me wrong, still a bit to learn, but I think this could be a coming of age for him in this match against Jericho. Or Jericho could just dominate him as he does straight off the bat. Jericho really going at him now, just smashing the arm of Devlin against the mat, and now Jericho heads up to the middle rope, dropping a back senton into Jordan Devlin. Jericho now into the pin. 1, 2. Nope. Get ahead of myself now. Jericho bringing Devlin back up to kneeling base. So far, Devlin not got any offense in at all. Jericho's dominated. Devlin does there get a jawbreaker. Oh, and then just Pele kick to the arm of Jericho into the flatliner there on Jericho as well. And now Devlin is starting to get some offense, but can he sustain it? Not at this point in time as Jericho takes it back into a neckbreaker. But Devlin comes back once again with the jawbreaker of his own. Devlin catching Jericho before he had a chance to go too bad. But Devlin there with the drop kick. Well, my PlayStation's getting bloody hot. If you can hear the fan, it goes so crazy, my PlayStation fan. So bloody loud. I think because where I moved from was a really, really dusty place. And I think it did get very dusty inside. It does get blocked pretty often. I need to probably get in there with a hoover or something, just blow it all out. Devlin now locking in the head scissors on Jericho, but Jericho fights free. Jericho now taking Devlin up into a powerbomb. Wow, jackknifing him. Jericho, just slapping Jordan Devlin. I feel like these two would get on quite well, really, don't you? Jordan Devlin is similar to a classic Chris Jericho attitude-wise, and Jericho now rolling Devlin over into the walls of Jericho, dead center of the ring. Is it going to be a tap? No, Devlin able to break free. Jericho, though, with the code breaker, and surely if he goes to the pin, he's taking his time about it, but he does now go for the pin. 1, 2, no, and Devlin kicked out. There we go. If he had taken time about it, maybe Jericho would have got the win there, but he's given Devlin a chance. Devlin now in control of Jericho. But Jericho just once again catching Devlin out. Jericho taking Devlin up into that suplex. Jericho bringing Devlin back up to his feet. Once again, Devlin slides at the back into a reverse DDT. Pin by Devlin. A win here by Devlin against Jericho would be massive for him. Absolutely huge. Jericho sending Devlin into the corner. Springs off to the far corner now, followed up with a big clothesline into a bulldog. There's the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Devlin breaking free from the head scissors. Into the snapmare on Jericho. A big move here by Devlin. Could see him get the win, you know. Be a massive win for Devlin if he pulled this off against Jericho. What on earth was that? It was a collision. It seemed like Devlin came out on top of it though. 1, 2. It's only a 2 count. Devlin brings Jericho back up to his feet. Sprung into the corner. A boot in the gut, a headbutt, and now striking. Devlin stalking Jericho now, and drop kick right to the side of the face. Into the pin by Devlin. Oh, God, this is getting close. What a win this would be as well. Would be massive for Jordan Devlin. Double axe handle to Jericho. And he's in control at this point in time before, well, Jericho catches him. But Devlin just taking control back straight away. Devlin now stalking Jericho. Oh. Into a shining wizard. Stamping on the knee of Jericho. Devlin once again up on top. Oh, beautiful. But instead of taking advantage and going for the pin, he's up on the corner, taunting the crowd. Maybe that's not the wisest idea. Devlin taking Jericho, package pile driver. Wow. Holy crap, is Jordan Devlin going to defeat Chris Jericho here? There's the pin. 1, 2. Jordan Devlin has just defeated Chris Jericho. That is a huge, huge win for him. And a huge win for Ireland as well. Wow. That is big. That is really big. So Canada being one of the favourites to win the entire tournament. One of the strongest teams in it. And Devlin gets a victory. The on paper, maybe the I wouldn't say weakest member, but least experienced member of Team Canada. Of Team Ireland, should I say, sorry. Getting a victory over the most experienced one of Team Canada. That is huge. Really, really big. And Ireland get first blood in Group D. Jordan Devlin really impressing the world here. He could really shine in this tournament. He really could. And here is our second match of the evening. Ireland's Sheamus takes on Canada's Kevin Owens. Canada. That is a weird way of saying Canada, isn't it? Canada. Hey ho, there we go. So after that big, big win then, a huge win for Jordan Devlin in the prior match. Can Sheamus build upon this? That's going to be the big question here. If Sheamus can build upon that, then this could be a very, very good night for Ireland. We've seen, well, so far, the second seed teams have probably been doing a little bit better, haven't they, really? England with the second seed team against Japan won the show 3-2. Mexico with the second seed against Samoa and won the night 4-1. It didn't go too well for Europe, though, because they were the second seed against the US, and the US won 5-0. So, at the moment, 2 second seeds have beat the 2 first seeds, and 1 first seed to beat the second seed team. And in this one, so far, it's first blood to the second seed team in the group. And if you're wondering what I'm on about seed-wise, essentially it's just, we use a seeding to try and make sure that the groups are not too top-heavy. So I took all the strongest members of one group. I took the 4 strongest teams that I thought on paper and put them all at seed 1, so they're all in individual groups. Then I took the next 4 strongest, made them seed 2 and put them in the groups. Then I took the next 4 strongest, made them seed 3, and then of course took the final 4 teams left in the competition. They were the lowest 4 seeded. So that's how I worked it all out, really. I dare say there's a few that might not appreciate or agree with some of the results that I gave him, but there you go. It is what it is. But this should be another good one, this. The 2 maybe stronger members of the group. I want to say stronger, I mean physically stronger. And then, of course, we've got the big one after this one. Kenny Omega versus Finn Balor is going to be a huge one. Of course, we've seen matches along the lines of those 2 in our recent Octane Universe mode. If you've not seen that, there will be a link to the SWE homepage in the description below, which will take you to the blogger, which will have links to all of our individual Universe modes and tournaments we've done in the past. And we are, of course, building that. I'm liking the new way we're doing SWE here. I think I like the idea of doing Universe Tournament, Universe Tournament, Universe Tournament, just to keep things fresh and keep things going. I really enjoy tournaments. I really do. I'm really loving this World Cup. I've never recorded so much. Oh, it's Kevin Owens getting a cheap shot on Sheamus to start things off. I've never enjoyed recording so much in a long time, this WWE 2K17. Even though we've had some glitches with entrances and the 6-man tags and stuff like that, I'm actually really enjoying this. I've recorded so much over this weekend. This is the weekend I've moved house and I've recorded like 8 episodes. So it is really going well. And I do really enjoy this sort of stuff. Owens headbutting Sheamus now, and Owens getting a strong start in this one. Of course, that cheap shot giving him a good advantage, and Team Canada really need Owens to turn this one around and really need him to get the point here after Jericho losing to Jordan Devlin. A big surprise, actually, to quite a lot of people, that one. Sheamus now bringing Owens up to his feet and slamming into the ring steps. Of course, remember, we have had victories so far by countouts. So it wouldn't surprise me if we get another one here, to be honest with you. Of course, they all count, and I'm pretty sure both of these guys will be happy with the win as long as they get the point. Owens now choking out Sheamus, trying to maybe incapacitate him long enough to get the win, or is Owens going to actually bring Sheamus back into the ring? Sheamus now taking Owens down. And Sheamus does throw Owens back into the ring, comes back in. Sheamus wants to win this one cleanly by the looks of it. He's not interested in winning by count out. I think he just wants retribution now over Owens for that cheap shot at the beginning of the match, which has really put Owens in control for a lot of this match so far now. I hope you can hear me over the top of that. One second, I'm going to stop talking now and see what the volume is on the microphone. Very, very faint in the background. I think you can hear it. It's just so bloody loud. The fan on the PlayStation. It's really kicking in overdrive at the moment. You think if this game's taxing it so much, you'd want a better game out of it, really, wouldn't you? Nice German suplex there by Kevin Owens on Sheamus, and Owens really taking control now again. Sheamus had that little bit of offense, but now Owens is back in control. Owens just booting Sheamus in the chest, and then dropping a splash to his back as well. And now Owens... Oh, interested. Owens rocking a sharpshooter. Of course, Kevin Owens representing Team Canada, using one of Canada's greatest, Bret Hart's finisher maneuver to try and get the point. And the Canadian fans are going to love that one. Sheamus sending Owens over the top and catches him with that right hand. Sheamus now stalking the grounded Owens. What's Sheamus going to go for here? Oh, running clothesline from the apron. Sheamus now bringing Owens back up to a kneeling base and slamming him back of the head first into the mat on the outside. What is Sheamus thinking of here? Sheamus, this is massively high risk, but drops the elbow drop from the top turnbuckle to the outside. And now, yes, this one looks like it could end up being a bit iffy here. Not quite sure what would happen if this is a draw. I think if it's a draw, we give no points to either team, which means we could actually end up with a draw in the overall evening. Owens is out here. Is he? No, he's coming back. Oh, what was going through Owens' mind there? He just sort of started to walk up the ramp like he wasn't interested. Maybe he's trying to get into the skin of Sheamus, which has worked as he takes control of the match back. Owens throwing Sheamus back into the ring, slides back in again. These two guys have been at it all over the ring so far and all over the arena. Owens slamming Sheamus into the far corner. Sheamus catching the leg of Owens though now. Oh, Owens taking Sheamus down. Owens now looking for a gut-wrench neck breaker, dropping the neck of Sheamus right across his knee. Now Kevin Owens stalking Sheamus. Pinged off the ropes, pop-up powerbomb by Kevin Owens, middle of the ring. There's the pin. Referee very, very slow to get down. But it's still enough, and Kevin Owens makes it 1-1 on the evening, getting the pin over Sheamus. Right, so 1-1. That really opens things up here this evening. And it works out pretty well, of course, for the other two teams in this group. I think the other two teams in this group, what they would want here is a close result and not a hammering one way or the other, because then it means that one team pulls away quite a lot. If this ends up 3-2 and then one of the other two teams in this group wins 5-0, then all of a sudden they're top of the group. And of course the other two teams in this group are very good. I forgot what they are though. Tonga and South Africa. So, of course, Tonga is pretty strong. Tama Tonga, Tangaroa, and Haku. And South Africa, not too bad either. And here it is, and the big one you've all been waiting for. Kenny Omega versus Finn Balor. This one's a big one now. This one really is a big one. And it also means at this point in time that this match is going to go to the winner of the 6-man tag to win it. But will it end up 4-1? Will it end up 3-2? And which way will it end? That's the big question here. Here it comes in, Kenny Omega representing Canada. And what an amazing member to have in your team this is. Possibly one of the best wrestlers. Well, he's not impossible about it. One of the best wrestlers in the world at this moment in time. The 5-star matchmaking machine, Kenny Omega. And imagine some of the matches we could have in the future, I tell you. Where are Japan? Are Japan in Group 2? Yeah, Japan are in Group 2, I think. Or Group B, should I say. Just imagine if Japan come up against Canada. We could have some amazing matches there. There's some really, really strong nations that when they do get through, if they do get through, to the knockout stage, we're going to have some really classic matches coming on. I mean, the group stages are one thing, but imagine how good it's going to be when we get the whole lot. And of course, Kenny Omega's opponent is the man with one of the longest entrances on the entire world. Of course, Mr. Finn Balor. Does have an incredibly long entrance, doesn't he? Good old Finn Balor. This is the one I've been waiting to see, to be honest with you. When we pulled out the draw and it ended up with these two in the same group, I was instantly like, yes. This is exactly what I want to see. And we're there. This is the big match. Looking forward to this one. Not much you can say, just the entrance is so bloody long, eh? But it's all going to be worth, as long as the match is good, which it should be, in fairness. I mean, you've got two of the best in the world here. Here we go. Kenny Omega versus Finn Balor. We are underway. Kenny with that big suplex to start things off. I keep getting quiet. I'm just really enjoying just watching this so much that I forget I'm supposed to be commentating. Oh, Omega looking for the Hurricanrana, but Finn catches him into that powerbomb. Slams him down hard now, Finn. Dropping a boot right in the chest of Kenny Omega. Nice right hand into a German suplex by Finn. Finn now heading over the top. Going up high. He's looking for an early coup de grace. Maybe, but Omega saw it coming and crawled away to safety. Finn now bringing Kenny up to a kneeling base. Looking for a DDT, but Kenny with the... Oh, again looking for that Hurricanrana and got caught with the powerbomb. This time Finn up on the middle rope again. Omega sees it coming. Tries to back away from Finn. Finn catches him with that rogue boot, then a stiff drop kick. And of course this one is very, very important. The extra point, but also the momentum going into the 6-man tag that's going to decide this match now, really. It could end 4-1, it could end 3-2 for either of these two teams. This match is very important, but it will be the 6-man tag that decides everything here this evening. And like I said, both Tonga and South Africa will be very, very happy seeing these two teams just rip it out of each other, but also share the points. So, of course, yeah, like I said, Tonga is Tama Tonga Tangaroa and the Dad Haku. While we have Team South Africa, which is PJ Black and Helico and Adam Rose. Yeah. So, an interesting ensemble. Probably is the weaker out of the 4 teams in the group, but still a dark horse to come through in the qualifying this one. You never know. A few good victories for those two teams, and all of a sudden they can break the mold from these two teams. And wow, Finn already lining Balor up. Oh wow, Finn is Balor, sorry. Finn lining Omega up with that shotgun dropkick, and is Finn gonna squash him here? No. There's the coup de grace. Finn into the pin. 1, 2. Wow, almost, but Omega even more impressively kicks out of a coup de grace. Finn now bringing Omega up to kneeling base. He can't believe that he didn't win the match there and then, but Omega fighting back there with a knee in the guts. Another one into a Famouser as well, or Famouser as they call it now, because they don't want to break PG anymore, do they? Famouser. That's forearm there by Finn. Into the scoop slam. Finn heading up top once again. Omega really struggling here from Finn. Nice Hurricanrana. And where we thought that that Jordan Devlin was going to be the weaker part of this team, he's the one who's got the point so far. It's Kevin Owens demolishing Sheamus to make it 1-1. So Devlin's going to be full of confidence going into the 6-man tag as well, isn't he? Finn bringing Omega away from the corner once again. Shotgun dropkick once again. Heads up top. There he is. Coup de grace. 1, 2. Oh, and again. Omega's kicked out again. Finn can't believe it. I can't believe it. Finn went for the ace crusher. Omega avoids it, and Omega here is now slowly gyrating in the middle of the ring, as you do. Omega taking Finn up on his shoulders. Oh, I love this move so much. Oh, I love it so much, that move. It is my favourite. Famouser once again by Kenny Omega. Up on the shoulder goes Finn. He's hooked. Down he goes. Wow. And there's the win for Kenny Omega. That was crazy. I could not believe what I've just seen. I thought this was going to go one way, you know. I really did. Wow. Finn dominated this. He really, really did. But it wasn't enough. And Kenny Omega comes out on top. I'm not shocked, but at the same time I am shocked. Kenny Omega makes it 2-1 on the night. It's all down to the 6-man tag now. And here it is in the all-important 6-man tag that will decide the show. Currently, Canada leading 2-1. If Ireland win this, it goes to 3-2. If Canada win it, it goes to 4-1. It's going to be a big one, this. Very important in Group D. Yep, we know. More glitches. Due to parental guidance, I cannot use entrances. Makes absolutely bugger all sense whatsoever. And we're underway. As it looks like Jericho straight away going after Devlin, looking for some retribution. It didn't work out too well as Devlin just catches him with the sling blade. Didn't work out too well at all, did it? Owens now with a backbreaker on Sheamus. Omega taking Finn down now, and Omega into a sling blade on Finn as well. It's showing it. It's crazy to think that Devlin, the one that we thought was going to be the weak link in this Irish side, is the one who got the point over his other two teammates. Which is pretty crazy, isn't it, when you look at it? But can they pull it off in the 6-man tag? That is the big one. If they pull it off in the 6-man tag, that is going to be the huge one, isn't it? That's what's going to get them the points. Sling blade. We can see a lot of sling blades so far. This one with Finn on Omega this time. And it is the Irish team that are in control of the match at this point in time. Finn taking Omega up into a sit-out powerbomb. Devlin now taking Kevin Owens up on his shoulder, dropping him with that Pele to the head. And the Irish side really taking advantage of the situation as Jericho comes up behind Devlin, dropping him with a bulldog. Sheamus now dropping Owens face first across that top turnbuckle. Up on the shoulder. Sheamus now dropping him neck first across that top rope, and again, in comes Omega with another sling blade. Nice forearm by Finn. Sending Omega straight into the knees of Jericho. Jericho stays up top though. As Team Canada starting to get some offense. Didn't last very long, did it? Oh, nice knee by Omega. And now Omega trying to turn it around. Omega does take Sheamus out of his boots. Nice moonsault by Omega. Jericho breaking free away from Devlin as well. But Devlin just has that pace to catch Jericho again, but Jericho reversing it. And Sheamus going for a big backbreaker there. It's 3-on-1 in the ring. It's not going to look good for Sheamus for this point in time. Finn slides back in, but Omega's there ready for him. Just Owens now. Powerbomb on Sheamus. Sit out powerbomb. Lovely. Lion salt by Omega on Finn. I don't think he quite got as much as Finn as he wanted. Finn was trying to roll out the way. Didn't quite get away though. It's so back and forth. Now Team Ireland getting more control back. As the PlayStation heats up again, the fan goes mild. Devlin now taking Owens up. Oh my god, Jordan Devlin just hit a package pile driver on Kevin. Is Devlin going to get the win here? No. Jordan Devlin goes in for the pin. 1, 2. Omega slides back in, but Jordan Devlin's done it. My God, Jordan Devlin has just... He's just won the whole night, hasn't he? Jordan Devlin won his singles match and has now just won the 6-man tag for Team Ireland as well, meaning that the Team Ireland win the night 3 points to 2. Jordan Devlin is the Irish hero here today. That is just, yeah, that is got me there. It has. I mean, I knew Devlin was going to be a little bit of a dark horse in this one, but to do what he has done was pretty good. Pretty crazy, really. To get the singles victory and the 6-man tag, all of a sudden Devlin is looking like a very strong aspect in this tournament for Team Ireland. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, there we go, guys. That's the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. In a couple of days' time, we will have our final first match in the tournament. That's the second 2 teams from Group D. Tonga versus South Africa. Should be a very interesting one. And can one of those teams get a strong performance to try and pull ahead in Group D? Ireland looking strong, top in the group at this point in time, as we'll hopefully get the graphic up in a couple of seconds' time. But yeah, with Tonga and South Africa still to compete, one of those 2 teams could take the lead in this tournament. And then, of course, then we hit on to our second round of matches in the groups, which should be very interesting. We'll start to see roughly how some of the groups are going to end up. Of course, remember, the top 2 teams from each group will qualify. The top team facing off against the runners-up of a different group. So it's definitely worth finishing top to try and get yourself a slightly weaker opponent. Anyway, guys, like I said, if you have enjoyed it, please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.